important in having furniture in the home as well as staging it and having the owners not at the property when you show the home. Having super access as well as a backup combination box is extremely important. The more availability you can provide between a 2 and 3 day period of showing it is better. If you give too big of a window to see the property, then you have a drip, not a flood. You want the pressure of everyone seeing everyone to bust the value down. Have clean carpets. Make the property as pristine as possible by having your carpets clean because you want to have the prettiest lady or man at the ball. Selling new homes for over 9 years, I know for a fact that furniture in a house will help people visualize what they would do with the property. Also, it looks larger than when the furniture is not in there. 100% guaranteed. For example, I've had to personally measure homes due to the client saying the model home was a foot or two larger in every room. When I measured every time, it was within a quarter to maybe an inch from exactly what the model was. A lot of clients would like to know more about what they should do to get their home ready, and I typically do the minimum for the most reward, the least amount of work or money for the largest value add. I don't typically have them remodel their house unless they have a budget, time, and they want to do that, then awesome. If not, the kitchen brings the most value, then flooring and paint touch-up. Things like that will definitely double or triple their return on the money they spent. Personally seen with someone who smokes in their property can lose $30,000 to $50,000 of value easily, for your information. Okay, so we talk about the marketing, we go over your experiences, and if you don't have the experience, then you use your coach's experience and your company's experience. And all of the tools that you have and your passion for helping people and anything else that you can use to show them that you are going to do the best job you possibly can and make a smooth transition through the escrow process, which the escrow process is a third-party company that does a title search. They also exchange the funds and the title, and the listing agent usually chooses the company you will work with unless it's a buyer's market. Go to my YouTube channel, Marshall Strong, for a video on the listing presentation showing a pamphlet that I use that has 150 things we do as a listing agent that people should know about. One example is the title search I do to make sure everything is correct, because a lot of times the city has information incorrect in regards to the number of bedrooms and baths and square footage, size of the property. I would verify their title search to make sure everything was correct. And if they have any room additions that wasn't added to the title, I would ask a few of the appraisers in your area how they view those things. But I'm from California, and where I'm located, they typically will give the room or the addition value as long as it looks like it belongs there. So if the tax records say 1,700 square feet and a room was added before they bought it and that seller didn't put the square footage correct on the MLS due to not knowing, then you could add that per the seller, and then in the MLS add the details. You put the buyers to verify permits unknown. That protects you and the seller. It also allows you to sell it for a bigger square footage, and the appraiser ultimately is going to give it value in most cases. So going back to the marketing, explaining what you do and how you're going to communicate with them, then ask them if there's anything else they feel you left out of the marketing of their home. They say no. Then I reach over, shake their hand, and we move on to pricing their home. I price the home right the first time. Then I turn on the floodgates after marketing the property, which is better than most people that just trickle people in throughout a week and hope for an offer. Now, the average agent sells about 3 to 4 homes a year statistically. Informing your clients this, and it is from the NAR, what this means is that every single agent who is looking to sell a home to their friend or family member, their commission is going to be very important to them, correct? I wait for them to say yes. If they don't, then I say, if you were selling homes and only sold a few a year, each commission would be very important to you, correct? Every property the average agent sells is extremely important to them, as it is a third or fourth of their income. I will also tell them how many homes I sell a year on average, so they know that I am a top producing real estate agent. This will build more trust in them with you getting the job done the first time correctly. This is when I pull out the 3-mile radius search, all the properties that are active, and start going through them, and I separate the 3% from the 2.5 and the 2, and you might have one 3.5. Every once in a while, you might have a 4% listing. And this is when I talk to them about agents back at the office I used to work at, and agents I run into talk about how they don't even like to show 2% listings at all. And no one even likes showing the 2.5 because they're getting discounted on their commission. These discounted agents typically aren't that good at selling because they don't have a lot of experience, because they weren't able to show a system experience and ultimately sell themselves on the value that they were going to bring to max out the value they can sell their home for. So the first thing they do is lower their commission. If their money isn't that important to them, how important is your money going to be to them? This is something I ask my client. So when you work with a discount agent, typically the process is not as good as when you work with the top agents that actually know how to build and show value. With that being said, I pull out the listing agreement. I show them that I typically charge 7%, and most of my clients choose this commission because they get the most money possible, as we are able to generate the most offers as possible. With the commission strategy, my broker takes 3%, and the 4% or 3.5, if you do it for 6.5, we give to the buyer's broker. This is an extra 1% bonus, and that's anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000. Now, the beautiful part about this is that it's going to make you a minimum of $10,000 to $20,000 more on your property. I've seen this time and time again. There's only so many agents that are showing so many clients, and when you have all of them fighting over getting your property sold, do you see how this is going to generate the most momentum as possible? And this is when I actually show them the differences. And I say, there's a stack here and a stack here. This is a stack you want to be in. And over here, this is the one that every single agent wants to sell. There may be clients that agents will take to see your home that didn't even pick it as one to see for themselves, which may enjoy it more in person than on picture and buy it, or at least you have more people through your home, which will help inspire higher offers to come in on your home. What the average agent doesn't tell you when they list your home for the discounted commission is they're putting your home in the B or even the C pile, and you want to be in the A plus stack of homes over here. As a 6% listing, which is the full price commission, is the A pile. When you go 6.5 or even 7, you're in the A plus pile. Everybody wants to sell your home over here. Believe me, when it comes down to my cousin looking at 2 properties, he likes both of them. I'm going to push the other one more. On the agent details that agents have, they give you a client detail, you have the agent detail, you'll be looking at your commission that you're going to get paid. It's human nature. What the discounted agent doesn't tell you, because he can't show you his value properly,